Okay, so hello. My mom's kind of like MIA, so I was like, why don't I make a random video while I'm waiting? I thought that today I could make a video about books that I like reading. I don't know why. I don't know who the hell would even be interested in this. I really doubt that anyone cares what books I like to read. They might want to know what books they should read next or whatever. Also, oh my god. I brought 3 books, but then I ended up buying another book while I was here because I'm never not buying books. Honestly, it's so bad. In my room, I literally have my bookshelf full of books that I've read. Beside my bed, I have 2 book bags full of books that I have yet to read. And then the other side of my bed, I have this pile of books that I've already read. I just don't know what to do with them. Yet I still buy new books. I guess I'll talk about the first book that I finished here. I did start this book in like November, but because of exams and stuff, I wasn't really able to read that much. The book that I had read before this was Goodnight Desdemona, Good Morning Juliet, which is this really cool like short play book. And it's kind of like if she saved both Desdemona and Juliet, what would happen? And it's a Canadian playwright, so moving on. So this book is called The Wise Woman by Philippa Greggory. It's not too long of a read. It's about 520 pages to be exact. It's a historical fiction. Let's just start with that. Well, 2 out of 4 of my books here are historical fictions, and that's pretty much like a good representation of what I like to read. When I was really young, I loved the Percy Jackson series, and 50% of my books are most likely historical fictions or some kind of book about something about history. When I was in Nicaragua 2 years ago now, so there's this really cute coffee shop you could buy books at. I ended up buying 2 books from there that were both from the author Philippa Greggory, and I had never heard of her before. I realized one of the books that she had written was The Other Boleyn Girl, and I had seen the movie, and that movie is awful. I have read The Other Boleyn Girl now, and it's one of my favorite books in general. So worth the read. It's amazingly written. Oh my god, the movie's terrible though. Definitely not at all based on the book. Honestly, the name is the only thing that's similar. And this one is kind of out of my genre. Normally I read a lot more about like people in Henry VIII's court. This one's during Henry VIII's like reign. It's about a young girl who is an orphan, and she grows up in this like wise woman's home. She escapes the house, goes to a convent, wants to become a nun. The nunnery burns down. She escapes. She goes to this court. I finally finished it, and the ending was so not what I wanted. I'm actually still bothered at what the ending was. It wasn't that it was obvious, but it's like it was just too easy of an ending. It wasn't even realistic, to be honest. Maybe I don't recommend, if you want to read a Greggory book, to read this one first. Boleyn Inheritance is really good. I really recommend Greggory if you like historical novels, mostly about England. Another one would be Hilary Mantel, the Wolf Hall series. Top-notch historical fiction quality. So I will leave the names of the books down below that I recommend you reading. The second book that I finished, this is actually the Golden Compass series. I never even saw the movie, but this is the second one out of the 3. I finished the second book this morning actually. And it's super good. This is actually the French version, but yeah, this story is really good. Completely fictional, a lot of like magic involved, and that's really good if you're looking for a super easy series to read, because they're all kind of ranging 250 to 300 pages. Okay, so the book that I'm starting literally right now, this is the sequel to Me Before You, which is the book made the movie, obviously same title, with Emilia Clarke and Sam Claflin, I believe. And I read Me Before You this summer while I was traveling to Manitoba. Oh my god, that book like broke my heart into a million pieces. Such good writing, such a good story. I bought this book like literally like a week after finishing Me Before You. I'm finally reading it, guys. It's called After You. I don't know if I even mentioned that. Anyway, but apparently this one's supposed to show how she's less hopeful now, kind of. Oh god, I shouldn't have done this when I hadn't read this yet. I'm excited to read this. I just thought that I'd give you a little tiny update on After You. I have read it now, and it was really good. So if you guys have read Me Before You, I really recommend buying After You and read it. It's a really good conclusion to the story. Jojo Moyes does a really good job of not making it cheesy and making it very realistic, and there's new characters that are really cool and interesting. And yeah, so if you guys have read Me Before You, or at least watched the movie, read After You. It's definitely worth it. The 4th book that I bought is actually relevant to like where I am right now, which is Nevis, which is in the West Indies. It's like one of the only written accounts that we have on how life was like on a plantation as a settler. It's cool to actually read about someone who literally landed, and the second she landed, got married. There were so many men and like 0 women. Any women who came on to the land were immediately swept off and married off to some guy. And it's called Rivers of Time. I guess I didn't even mention what it was called. Why is everyone talking to Philippa? And Philippa's the settler woman. It's 163 pages. I don't know too much about Nevis, honestly. I know that obviously Alexander Hamilton's from here, so I wanted to read about a regular settler. That's my last book that I have here on this trip. I do like sharing books that I read. Who knows, like one of you guys might want to actually read one of the books that I just recommended here, or even just like are interested in knowing more about more historical fiction books or more trilogies that I could recommend. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Let me know if you liked it. I had nothing else to do. Oh, it's raining again. Guys, it's been raining all day. Like all day, no joke. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have a really good day. If any of my friends are watching this and end up reading any of the books that I just recommended, please let me know if you liked them and if you want to hear me recommend any other books. Thanks for watching.